Top of day, everybody. You know what we love doing here on the sports show? We love exhibiting champions, and we have one right here. Actually, I'm joined by three gentlemen right here. Foreground is Talan Camacho, who recently won a jiu-jitsu tournament out in Las Vegas. His family is originally from the northern part of the island. His dad is back there, Rodney Camacho. Dad, top of day.
Top of day.
And equally from the north, very, very proud, but doing his thing out in the States, teaching young kids how to have the champion mindset, the training, the diet, the nutrition, and most of all, the approach and the respect for your opponent is Coach Danny. So, Coach, hop a day.
Hop a day, everybody.
All right. So Talon, let's get started with you, man. Congratulations on winning a tournament, and tell me what that was like. Well, how long have you been doing jiu-jitsu?
A year.
How many years?
1 year.
Oh, wow, that's pretty good. Okay, and what grade are you in right now, Talon?
Second grade.
Second grade. Okay, so you're about 7 years old. All right, very cool. How was the tournament? What did it mean to you? Like, was it a little bit scary, or were you excited, or what was it like to be in that tournament?
Excited.
Excited? And how many matches did you have?
2.
2. Okay. Okay. Now, Coach, I'd like to throw this over to you, Coach Danny. Training young athletes. Like any teacher would say this. Like part of the challenge to you as an educator is, to make sure they maintain focus, and
Yes.
concentrate on the task at hand and everything like that. How was it coaching young talent and getting him ready for competition? And then how did he perform? Obviously, he won the tournament, but in your assessment, how did he do?
He did really well. Listened very good to his dad and to his dad's coaching. When we're in the classroom, we focus on a lot of things. We focused on their listening skills. We focus on pretty much on focusing skills, and we focus on their memory. In class, we go over the lecture. We answer any questions regarding the lecture. And after the lecture, we test them to see if they remember the actual moves of the day or the technique that we just taught. So when we're in class, we test a lot of skills, a lot of listening skills, a lot of memory for sure. We also go over pretty much one of the important ones that we love to go off of is always respect. That's our number one thing that we always want to teach the kids to grow up. Kids nowadays, they grow up into this whole social media thing, and they have this. They don't have it. Some kids don't have any shame, and they're forced to bullying other kids, and that's what we do in this team. We want to teach them to not be bullies and to not be the aggressor, and also to pretty much always stick up for yourself.
And then when you first set foot on the mat, the first thing you do is you have to bow and you have to show respect to the mat. So why would you not show that to your opponent and your teammate?
Exactly. Respect always.
And it seems like, Coach, this is very interesting. I'm fascinated by this. And Talon, I'll get back to you in just a second. But it seems like you're taking a much more academic approach, because a lot of coaches I've spoke to, they said they concentrate on, on the physical techniques of jiu-jitsu. And they said from that point on, it's just muscle memory. But it seems like you're actually, you said you're doing like a lot of classroom instruction.
Well, there's also physical techniques and all that stuff, but that's why we'd like to make sure they're paying attention. Obviously, if their mind's not there and their eyes are not there, then the technique and the muscle memory is not there as well. So if they're remembering all this stuff and they're paying attention, then they're absorbing everything that we're teaching them. There's a lot of things that we like to touch up on. There's a lot of key points of jiu-jitsu, but obviously, yeah, the memory, the focus is what we want them to be better at. Because if they're focusing, then after focus comes the muscle memory and the physical part.
There you go. And Talon, how is Coach Danny as a coach?
Good.
Do you really like his class? Okay, I'm seeing a lot of medals behind you, like up on the wall, and I love the fact that you've got the Guam flag behind you, man. That is absolutely awesome. You know where you're from, your island roots. By the way, speaking of roots, I really like what you've done with your hair. That's really, really cool. I like that. What's your favorite medal that you've won? Can you point to it and tell me which one that is?
Which one? Yeah.
Well, you got a lot to pick from. You like all of them, right? Okay. So let me ask Rodney. So Dad, what has this experience meant to Talon in his, his development, his maturity, his self-confidence, and maybe the way he interacts with other young athletes?
In the beginning, it was just an idea that the wife and I wanted to do, my wife Joy, and I was able to reach out to one of my coworkers who works with me, and he introduced me to Danny, and off the back, it felt like home. Danny and I, we went to the same elementary school at one point, and from there, like everybody else at the gym was just so welcoming. For us, it's like our second home. And
well, if you're both from this northern part of the island, so you guys both went to Upi Elementary, or?
Yes,
it was.
I went there. Yeah.
You went to Upi.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I went to Mount Rosa, which was right next to Upi.
Of course, yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
See that two northern boys getting it done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
but
well,
other than that, yeah, with Talon, he grew a lot with this sport, especially with jiu-jitsu. He does play baseball and soccer, but I really feel like jiu-jitsu really opened him up more. He's made so much friends with all the tournaments he's done. Every opponent he's went against, he still communicates with up to now. I guess for me, it really did, it opened him more a little bit more socially, because even right now he's still learning. He's nervous, but I really do believe jiu-jitsu works. It works both on and off the mat.
Okay, well, Talon, let me ask you a little question right now. Like, I mean, the medals are nice and everything like that. I mean, the fact that you can tell your friends you won a tournament, but when you win these tournaments, I'm sure that mom and dad take you out to eat, right? What do you like to eat after you compete in a tournament? You like ice cream? You like pizza? You like fried chicken?
Sushi.
Sushi.
Sushi. Okay. What kind of sushi? Tuna or crab or shrimp? Or anything sushi?
Anything.
Wow. I didn't start eating sushi till I was 20. But this is a young man who's got years of wisdom behind him. So, Coach, we'll give the final word to you. And what does it mean to be able to, to pass on, your knowledge and do things the right way? And I'm absolutely loving the fact that you said, respect is your number one goal, because a lot of people get into jiu-jitsu and kind of like lose focus of the fact that it's not just, a sport, and it's not just a martial art. It's also a philosophy.
Definitely. What I love about jiu-jitsu is you can apply it to your actual daily life. Jiu-jitsu is just like life. When you're out on the mats, you're training with your partners, you have 5 minutes on the clock, you get submitted, you fail multiple times. And in jiu-jitsu, when you fail, you get back up and you try again. You try again and you try again until you succeed. And it also helps you remember to never make the same mistakes. Same exact thing you can do in life. You can make all these mistakes in life, get back up, try again and try again. Make that same mistake. You'll learn from the mistake and you'll apply it to your daily life until I'm still living by it. I'm still living by this. I'm still learning as I go. I'm a brown belt, but I will always have that white belt mentality. And one thing I love about jiu-jitsu is, when you come from Guam, is when you grow up in Guam, you have all these morals that you go off of. You go off of respect, you go off of loyalty, you go off of humility, especially humility. Some jiu-jitsu will teach a lot of people how to be humble, because people who don't train jiu-jitsu, some of them are not humble. So it feels great to be passing on this knowledge to the younger generation. Talon is in my class, my son is in my class, and when my daughter is old enough, she'll be in my class as well with me. So it just feels good to actually pass this knowledge on to the next generation of jiu-jitsu.
And what's your Instagram, Coach? And where can people follow you if they like just want to see the very good work that you're doing out there and representing Guam, and if they want to contact you and join your class?
Yeah, definitely. My Instagram handle is DANIVJITS, Danny V Jits.
Very nice. Instagram. Okay, and I guess we'll give dear old dad the final word. So, Talon, man, it's it's been great talking to you. You know, we have so much respect for you back here. You know, we're your island family too, and we're cheering you on all the time. But Dad, do you train as well?
Coach Danny's been motivating me to come on the mat. I did it a few times, but once I get everything kind of squared away here, I'm gonna get back on the mats as soon as I can.
There you go, man. And so it's in your body, it's in your mind. Most importantly, it's in your heart, and you guys have that in abundance and doing sports the right way. So Talan Camacho, a champion in jiu-jitsu, is very, very proud father. Rodney and Coach Danny out there in Vegas. You guys take care, man. Sending love from Guam.
Thank you so much,
too.
Jason.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. Talan, congratulations, man.
Take care.
Thank you.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.